Hey guys, it's Jeanette at the Not So Perfect Mom, and today I'm just doing an update of where I've been, what I'm reading, and what I've purchased recently. So I guess we'll start with where I am. I am actually in Chicago for the month, and we're staying with family. So of course while I'm here, I've been shooting little video clips of places we've been, mostly the beach, North Shore area, or Lake Shore area. And if you're interested, let me know and I'll put together a couple clips and do a little bit of a video. Probably not a vlog because that would embarrass my daughter and she doesn't like me to vlog in public. But and then the next thing we'll go over is the books that I purchased. I've actually purchased 10, but 4 of them I have already sent back to Tennessee because I won't be reading them right now. And they're mostly really thick Irish stories that sound like right up my alley. And so let's go. First thing I picked up was this really old copy of Freud, His Life and the Man, or no, His Mind. Let's see if I can read. And this is like published in 1947. I think this actual copy is July 1959. So it's very old and very delicate, and the pages are brown and kind of coming out, but the spine is green, and it's a fascinating topic, and I am actually very happy to put this on my shelf. So then I purchased, also, I noticed as I shop at the secondhand stores, because that's what I like to do, that a lot of the books that I gravitate toward or that I see are all centered around Chicago. Let me tell you, Chicago has so much pride. Like their books, their clothing, their hats, their dogs' clothing, it's all Chicago. Chicago Cubs, Chicago Bears, Chicago everything. It's so funny. I'm from here, but I haven't been here in a very long time, and I don't remember there being quite this much pride. Even their cars decked out, Cubs stuff. But anyway, that relates to the book that I'm holding, I swear. And this is In the Garden of Beasts by Erik Larson, and I read The Devil in the White City, which was also about Chicago fairly recently. It should be in one of my wrap-ups. But this one is about Hitler. It's about life in Berlin, and it's supposed to be, and it says, leads a stunning eyewitness perspective on events as they unfold in real time. And it's about a family from Chicago who moves to somewhere, I think obviously it's Berlin, it's Germany somewhere, and their interactions with the Third Reich and how things come out. And I kind of liked his writing style. It was a little slow, but I'm actually kind of excited to read that one too. Then I picked up one I've never heard of, and this is Well Read and Dead, and it's a high society mystery, and it's by Catherine O'Connell. And I did not know that when I picked this up that it is also a Chicago-based book, which I did not mean to do. This just looked really good. Of course, I like all books that refer to books, reading, bookstores, anything like this. But this is about a socialite in Chicago and a missing friend, a missing cat, and some travels to, I believe, Asia to try to find her friend. But it looked good. Then I picked up a classic, Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. If I said that wrong, I apologize. And this one's just a love story that spans over 51 years, which I think is absolutely so romantic. It's probably, obviously it's got some not so romantic scenes, or I'm pretty sure cholera, which is a disease, wouldn't be included in the title, but gotta have controversy somewhere. And then I picked up this one. It's Egyptian Legends and Stories by N.V. Seton Williams. And this is actually a collection of plays, short stories, prayers, chants, things from the Egyptian era, which is one of my fascinations, and I'm actually excited to read it. Plus, it's a fairly small book, so I could probably finish it in 2 days if I actually sat down and did it. My daughter's making faces at me behind the camera. Would you guys like to see? Yeah, I thought so. She ran away.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So the next book I picked up, I saw this one mentioned a couple times on Doris's channel, All D Books. If you haven't checked her out, you should. She's based in Tennessee, where I'm from, and I really like her videos. But this is a nonfiction, Killers of the Flower Moon by David, I'm going to say Grann is the name. And it's about the Osage murders and the birth of the FBI. And I watched Mindhunters, or Mindhunter, I believe, which was about the birth of the FBI, literally. And so this was kind of an extension on that. And of course, it's, it sounds really fascinating. I'm sure you've seen it. It's been all over BookTube right now. So those are the ones that I purchased. What I brought with me to read was Paradise by Judith McNaught, and I picked this one up. It's the first in, I forget what the actual book series is. It could be a Chicago story, but I'm not sure. And it's the first book in this particular series, and it's about a Chicago heiress and her struggles with becoming a president of her company, Bancroft, in a time when her father and other men in society think that women shouldn't be wearing party dresses and tending to children rather than running a company, even if they're completely qualified in it. And at the same time, she's also dealing with an 18-year-old affair that she had with another now wealthy man, and kind of the quick marriage and the outcome of that and what happened. And it's actually really good, and I'm really excited about it. And I did pick it up and bring it because it was a Chicago story, but also because I am doing the summer romance book bingo, and this one qualifies for one of the squares, which is a one-word title. So if you're looking for a book suggestion for that particular box, this is Paradise. It is fairly long, and I've been reading it for a week, and I'm about halfway, but that is not any reflection on the book. That is a reflection on, we have been so crazy busy since we've been here, going and exploring and seeing things and going out to eat and being with family, that I haven't had a whole lot of time to actually pick it up. But in all of that time, I have wanted to pick it up, and I have remembered it, and I have been thinking about it, so it is a really good book. I wish you guys could see the faces my daughter is making behind me. But I know if I switch this camera around, she is going to hide. But she's making silly faces at me to make me laugh.
No,
just
I'm not.
So I am really going to turn this camera around. And then the other book I brought with me was Wuthering Heights. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my little picture of this where I'd started reading it in the car on the way down. And this is by Emily Bronte. If you don't know, it's a Gothic classic. There's the title page for you. And I actually started thinking about this book because Biblio Atlas, if you don't follow her, she's another really good booktuber, and I really enjoy her content, was talking about how rereading classics that you enjoyed when you were younger. And I forget the exact video that she had posted on it, but I'm sure you could find it if you go to her channel, because she has a lot of good content. But and I started thinking, I absolutely really, really loved this book as a teenager, and I wonder what the difference would be in, teenage me reading this versus old me. I'm 37, in case you wanted to know, reading this. So 20 years later, let's just go with that. Would I still have the same feelings or love for this book that I had back then? Or would I be a little more fed up with the drama and Heathcliff situation? So I have picked it up and read a few pages in it, but it was a long ride. It was a 12-hour drive, and I wasn't really into reading at that moment. But I do plan to pick it up sooner or later while I'm here and kind of read it. Alas, this one is not set in Chicago, so maybe that'll be a good break for me. So anyway, that's all the books that I purchased and what I'm currently reading and where I'm at. So guys, if you want to see some clips from Chicago, let me know. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's at the Not So Perfect Mom. I'll link it down below because it does have some underscore things in it. And you guys can go follow me there, and I do post pictures of where we're at and stuff on there. Not, oh my Lord. My daughter. I'm sorry. My daughter is just being silly in the background. So anyway, that is all for now. Thank you guys for joining me. If you like it, feel free to subscribe. I will try to post more. And of course, I'm always posting anyway, just not as regularly as I'd like to. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.